Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Hades, where today we are rolling out with this amazing future gun. And not only is it an amazing future gun, but it also is like a griffin. It's like a griffin that spits bullets and death. This feels like the appropriate weapon to maybe push through Elysium for the first time. Don't you think? And also, it doesn't have, we don't have any of its rewards yet. So we're going to get some more Titan blood here almost certainly, and then after we come out of this run, presumably we're going to learn how to use it, I think.
What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah, what are they going to kill me? Who cares?
You're going to love it on Olympus, little godling. The air is beautiful and brisk, the gardens lush, the feasting plentiful. Why, it must be the opposite of everything to which you are accustomed.
Yeah, do we even have food down here? So your cast is a wide, short-range blast that inflicts weak. It sort of makes like a shotgun blast. This might be a good complement, because obviously we already have pretty functional range damage, like a point-and-click destruction. So, yeah. This is a thing we don't quite have covered. Also worth noting, when you do this, it tends to leave the ammo just like right in front of you. So if things rush us, we have a panic button now. Also, grenade launcher. A grenade launcher is a lot like a panic button. At some point we need to take a moment and actually go through the codex and see all of the stuff that we're learning. So, we have infinite ammo, but there is this reload mechanic. There's only so much in the magazine. And that only affects the primary shot. The special here is it has its own little reload animation you can see after every shot.
Back to dust.
Oh, that's reload. It's really easy for me to forget about the reloading. And as you can see, the maximum range of this thing really isn't that much greater than the spear. Ooh, I think we gotta take the hammer here. Let us see what options the Daedalus hammer might unlock. God, these guys have so much health. See, that's pretty efficient. Almost recoiled myself right onto a spike trap there. Yeah, that's a pretty good combo.
It's just the edge I need.
So, turn our special into a proper rocket. Attack is a 3-round burst and you never need to reload, or attack deals damage in an area and briefly slows. I think it's probably one of these bottom two. I'm kind of horrible about the reloading. Let's take Delta Chamber.
Should work.
Yeah, that ought to be good, right? And then... Alright, I hope Aphrodite won't be mad at us. Actually, I should be making sure I'm looking around for golden pots and stuff, too. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna take the gold here. We are going to be able to shop when we get the opportunity to shop. So as you can see, not a lot of hit stun on this thing, which can sometimes be an issue. The cast does have a longer range than the animation would suggest, as you can see, but it's not a whole lot longer, and because it doesn't exactly match the animation, I'm never quite sure where the edge of it is. All I know is that it's not what it looks like, and so I keep trying it when we're just a little bit too far away. There we go. The good news is, with as much as we're employing the grenades, probably we're actually going to find the gold pots accidentally quite frequently.
Where now?
Darkness, right? Yeah. The menu where you load your game, it turns out, does keep track of the number of... or the amount of darkness you have unlocked on your file. And for us, it is 600. So we could reset our mirror and attain the second death defy charge at any time. Obviously, we will lose some other things to which we have become accustomed. But it's probably a reasonable trade-off. Alright, more key... okay, more key versus nothing. That's the only option. Do we want to buy anything here? Oh, this is max HP. Yeah, I'll take that and also the Light of Ixion. And all of a sudden we need money again. I'm glad we had the money to do that, though. Honestly, 90 damage is... it feels like more than I thought it was going to. Yeah, actually, this has got me really wanting to use our cast a lot. We are capable of a very impressive amount of burst damage. Poor Aphrodite, we are just going to skip her boon again. This is gonna hurt.
Hit me.
Well, at least when we come back from the Death Defy, we'll have a lot of money. Or we'll have a lot of life left.
Within the underworld's quietest, most solitary, darkest abyss lies hidden evidence of the beginning of all things, of chaos, the most ancient sculptor that has shaped this world.
I'd best take all the evidence I find.
Yeah, that's true. It is all powerful and beyond belief. I should steal everything that's here.
The charms of Goddess Aphrodite are upon you unmistakably. Although I shall be curious to see if her command over one's sense of love shall have any effect beneath the earth.
It's true, there's not a lot down here for me to love. This doesn't seem so good. Honestly, +1 Bloodstone might be powerful for us. Or bonus damage striking foes from behind. I think we're going to take this, actually.
An acceptable decision.
Plus, we're right up at the end of Tartarus here. So we're about to have a chamber or two where there's only one reward option anyway, right? As we approach the boss. Stupid skulls move around too much. I should not have gone in for that. I was like, yeah, I'll just be able to dash across the explosion. It won't be a big deal. And I was right, but that doesn't make it not stupid.
Just a bit longer. All set.
Useless.
Is that the first one of those we've actually managed to do without taking a bunch of damage? I think it might be. Alright, what manner of trove are you? Yeah, we should do that.
Bolt.
Doing a bad job. Doing a bad job. Okay, the ammo's up here. I was like, where the hell are all my bloodstones?
Who's going to clean all this up?
There we are.
It wasn't even really that much damage, but it pushed me across the threshold that made the screen start glowing red, and I panicked.
in the pool this time.
Oof. Only 13, huh? Well, I think it's still right, but not happy about it.
Louds.
How did I manage to miss them at that range? It's kind of incredible, really. Sometimes when we hit the enemy with the thing... Ow. Tried to dash through him. Sometimes the ammo gets caught in him, and sometimes it doesn't. It's not 100% clear to me what the difference in those times is. Oh, I don't like this at all. They're starting to accumulate a lot of enemies who are doing ranged attacks that I don't have time to pay attention to. Alright, now it actually does matter that these are blind. Well, I guess let's go this way, because it's closer, and I'm lazy.
Let's go, lads.
Yep, knew it. Knew that was coming. This is not an ideal weapon for this fight. I feel like I have very little control over what's going on here. You know, you think it wouldn't be that big of a deal to not be able to hit stun all the enemies, until all of a sudden you can't hit stun the enemies, and then you realize you were 100% reliant on that ability. I was dashing. Now that there's only one of them, it's a lot easier to keep an eye on all of the bombs that are going on, which hopefully will reduce the likelihood that I will get hit. Whew.
Look at you, you're hurt there pretty bad, but just stay focused on the hunt and it'll help to keep the pain at bay.
Cool, just tell that to my innards. Wow, they really want to buff our dash strike. Do we want call or... This is okay. It's such a small buff in normal strength, and it's really, like, our attack is not the primary part of our offense. Let's pick up a call. It's good to have a call.
I'll make every strike count.
You know what else it's good to have is health. It'd be cool to have some health. I'm trying to dash. I'm trying to dash. I can't try to dash any harder than I'm doing right now. Stuck on some pots. Okay, well this is... Obviously, this run is not going the way I would have liked. We have picked up a lot of darkness here, though. And I'm absolutely ready to reset that mirror at this point. Yeah, we are definitely resetting our mirror.
Anything I need.
Take that for sure. I don't know if this is a good use of 50 gold, frankly.
I'll take
Buy that, though. Get out of the corner. Why is he... Okay, I got stuck on something. I am just feeling slow today.
More to fight.
That was a pretty good grenade. Some of these are working out just fine. Yeah, I must be dashing on everything just a little bit slowly. Unfortunately, knowing that it's happening is not going to help very much, because
Kieran's shot.
you can't just be like, oh, well, do it earlier, unless you can also see the future a little bit so that you know that you need to do it earlier. I guess we're probably going to take Ares and the food here.
Don't spend it all in one place, mate.
I knew that foul boatman would come through, and you would find amongst his wares this gift.
You know, that's not bad. Bonus damage for the rest of the encounter after Death Defiance is a cool one. I think we're going to take Blade Dash. Yeah, that's not bad. Alright, 72 health. We can do this. We can do at least this much.
Hi there.
Oh.
Oh, finally. I've been waiting for this. Really.
You must be one of Megara's lovely sisters. I don't believe we've had the pleasure. Waiting for what, exactly?
So sick of, you know, doing my regular job, uninterrupted, not having to clean up Meg's messes.
I get the feeling we're starting off on the wrong foot.
Anyway, I always wanted to kill a god. You'll have to do.
It turns out Meg was the nice one. So, she has this rage meter. And obviously, somewhat different attacks.
Dodge this.
Unfortunately, she is really going to hold on to our ammo. Oops, those are spikes. Boy, I'm not even 100% sure what she's doing some of the time. And unfortunately, she leaves, like, red and black circles on the ground. And so do I now. It's an unfortunate, it's hard for me to tell what needs to be escaped and what doesn't at a glance. Hopefully we'll get a little bit lucky on some of these enemies with our Eye of Lamia and get a little food. Alright. Rage mode over. That's not gonna work. It does look like we can probably save up for the Greater Call here. Ow. Or, alternatively, I could die. That could happen. But my guess is that we're better off Greater Calling her than trying to get the individual small calls off, because they're probably not going to be enough to get the job done. He didn't drop any food for me. We're not that far off being able to do it. Oh, she's mad. She's very mad. Okay, that's a problem. We just need a little bit more God gauge. Alright, here we go. Ooh. Ow.
Did Exegriff just shudder?
Okay, so 1 hit point. You know, the thing about 1, I would say maybe the most important thing about 1 is that it is not 0. But ow. That was real bad. Okay, can I buy health? I can buy this. That'll help. Yeah, that's a tougher fight. So, do we want to trade this off, or do I want to... honestly, what are the odds we're going to make it from here, right? I know I keep saying things like that, but it might be worth it just to keep this on and really let it rank all the way up quickly.
I'll just go on up. Yes.
So that Eye of Lamia really did not come through for us.
Be there soon, Bone Hydra.
I'm pretty sure it only expends duration on rooms where there's actual combat, so we will get it for this at least. Yeah, it may yet. Consistently overestimating my range. Oh. I was past it. I didn't have to do anything at all. I could have just let it go and it would have been fine. But then I decided that I was scared of the projectile, so I ran away. You know, directly back into its range. Because they don't turn very tightly. Well, you know, it might be for the best to just die here and take another fresh crack at this. Because obviously we're a little depleted as it is. But I suppose it does make sense to just push on as far as we can before we die, because, you know, more chances to pick up darkness and stuff. So I don't think that Eye of Lamia got us a single piece of food. And the Hydra lights run out now too, so this is... the health we have is the health we're getting. No backstab bonus. We should try to mostly dash upward. Because they are always facing left or right and also down. Boy, I don't think, is this the first time we've seen the elite versions of these guys? I don't much care for this thing they're doing. These ones are slightly further along in the Hydra life cycle. They behave much more like a grown-up Hydra.
No.
Oh, I thought for sure we were safe. I didn't want to dash there if I didn't have to, because I was worried about dashing into the fireball. Yeah, that was bad. That was the worst run we've had in some time, I think.
Got to keep at it.
That's alright, I was just unlocking whatever it is we're going to do with the Titan Blood. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it.
Can I just say ouch? Because according to the list here, you got flattened like a pancake by a skull crusher out in Asphodel somewhere. Keep that up and you're gonna get even shorter.
I'm not so short.
Yeah, I was gonna say, am I short?
I've done the best I could preparing him, though I'm fearful it was not enough. No one ever has escaped this place.
Your expertise has readied him, Achilles. Yet I sense it is your confidence in him which spurs him on. Do not lose faith in yourself now, lest soon he do the same.
My faith is prone to shakiness at times.
Also, I'm right here. Apparently they cannot see me.
Back. I see you've decided to come home. Changed your mind yet? Or looking for more pain and suffering?
More pain and suffering for sure. After all, you taught me to appreciate the finer things.
You keep telling yourself that, boy. But mark you my words, sooner or later this life that you have chosen for yourself shall teach you I was right.
Good talk. Good talk.
Listen, they have a better relationship than me and my dad. Okay, we haven't really earned enough to buy anything here. I mean, it was kind of a short run.
Oh, hello, Zagreus. I was just wondering if you had ever heard of any other court musicians who had lost the will to sing? Your father's asked me to explain myself, and honestly, it has been rather difficult.
If it's any consolation, mate, I'm certain every single undead court musician serving in the throne room of the God of the Dead has been through everything you're going through.
Is that, I mean, do you reckon that's a long list, or?
It's embarrassing enough having returned here, much less to be seen talking to you.
Some days she's very straight and to the point.
What's in the old exchange?
So this seems like a pretty good thing to do with our keys, I suppose, once we run out of mirror stuff to unlock. Alright, let's go do that thing.
Night and darkness. I'd like my darkness back.
You can keep the night, though. Alright, we are definitely doing this. And then, what is most important after that? I actually think this matters a lot. And then, like, vitality? Do we want the third point of vitality more than we want ammo? I don't think so. And then I might just hold this, because I think the next thing I want is the third point of vitality. Although, Shadow Presence is certainly not bad. So Boiling Blood's also good. You know what? I'm going to hold on to it for right now.
Power.
I don't exactly know how I want to apply that. It's fine.
Might want to check your stash of weapons over there.
Aha, okay, here we go. First of all, got any tips for me, Skelly?
So the strangest thing happened while you were out, boyo. One of your weapon holder things back there, it picked up this eerie glow. Could see it from the corner of my eye.
You know, you're allowed to just, like, turn around and look at things.
Calm down, Skelly. I'm sure whatever it is perfectly normal for a legendary semi-sentient Titan-slaying weapon from the dawn of time.
That's just it. Those weapons of yours, they have seen some real business, pal. You're giving them a real workout, so maybe they're starting to like you or something. Loosening up a bit, you know, like you and me.
I should go check it out.
I'll hang on to that.
Zagreus just sliding right past, Skelly desperately insisting that they're friends.
What in blazes? Exegriff, you're telling me your secrets.
Okay, so here's the deal with the Titan Blood. We can use the Titan Blood to unlock different aspects of the weapons, which have some different functionality, like the aspect of Eris, which wants us to stand in the explosion of our special to get a damage buff, or the aspect of Hestia, which gives us some bonus damage after we reload. Let's have a quick look at some of these others. I've not seen...
Our strength combined.
I've not seen the aspects of this one.
Ready, Malphon?
And then there's this this bottom one. The bottom one I thought was locked when we played last because the bottom aspects were not finished, because, you know, the game was still in early access. The fact that they're still locked now makes me wonder. Infernal arms reveal new aspects to their bearers when the fates decide. So, if we upgrade the basic form here, we just get some dodge chance, which seems okay. Your special becomes Magnetic Cutter. Its pull deals 20 damage. Pulls foes in, and for 4 seconds they take bonus damage. That's interesting, especially since I don't much... without a hammer buff on it, I don't much care for the uppercut by default. After landing 12 strikes, your next special hits more times, and spending more blood would upgrade the number of bonus special hits. That's interesting. So the special, if it's just an extra hit that's exactly the same as the 2 that already are on it, the special hits for the same amount of damage as 4 of the normal punches? I mean, that's pretty significant. Once you have it upgraded, it's probably a lot more compelling.
I think I'll try this one.
How about the bow? The bow has the thirst. Your cast loads into your next attack, firing on impact. Definitely interesting. Your special automatically seeks out the foe last struck by your attack, or just critical attack chance. I mean, crits are pretty good. Let's unlock a bow aspect since it's got the thirst, and roll with this. Let's go for the aspect of Hera.
Grant me the aspect of Hera.
Well, can I see?
So in addition to the Yeah, we'll leave that at 1.
All right.
So in addition to the new powers, it also gets a cool new look. I actually really like the aspect of Hera. That is a strong aesthetic.
Load it up.
That bow's got a different sting to it.
Obviously, some bloodstones or some cast powers are pretty cool with this. Some cooler than others. And I think we're just going to keep this keepsake, you know? I like starting with all this extra money. Yeah, let's just get out there like this. And I know we're not getting a lot of new heat rewards, but we still have Elysium and the other one to get.
And nowhere else. The same as it is mine. There's not of any worth to see beyond this realm besides.
Why, Hades? Are you pleading?
I'll be the judge of that.
I think he's starting to get worried.
What shall we do here once you finally arrive? Perhaps we could go out and meet some mortals. I know all too many maidens or noble gentlemen who'd absolutely love to get to know you.
I'm sure you do. So Crush Shot is interesting with our bow. I don't know that I want to take that, honestly. We're going to tend not to be dashing into people with the bow so much as dashing away. So dashes that do stuff where we end up are kind of not awesome. Honestly, I don't think this is a great set of boons for us. I don't know exactly what cast boon we want, but I'm pretty sure it's not this one. I'm just going to take Heartbreak Strike.
I feel fabulous.
It's basic, but it's fine. Like the Ares cast buff to form a Blade Rift where we shoot people. That would be pretty good, right? Just spawn a Blade Rift right on top of an enemy. Wow, I'm doing a terrible job with our power shots here. So Gold versus Zeus. If Zeus had boons that were a little bit more appropriate for us, like if he was Ares or even Dionysus, I'd probably go this way. But for now, let's just get money.
Louts.
Wow. He really traveled on that one. Do they usually go that far? I guess part of the problem is vertical distances always feel greater than horizontal distances just due to the aspect ratio.
Coin from the dead.
Ah, boy. I think we want the darkness over the key, especially since we picked this weapon for the thirst and everything. Oh, that's bad. Alright, if I'm going to be a little bit slow on my reflexes today, perhaps the bow is exactly the weapon we ought to be using.
You're gone.
Both for the safety, and for the fact that usually I miss the power shot because I let go too early. So if I'm reacting to that same timing, but more slowly, then all of a sudden we're hitting him all the time. That right there is called making lemonade. Alright, well we are certainly ready for a shop. Boy, the fact that the special at its default damage doesn't even kill numbskulls in one hit is a real bummer. Actually, it doesn't even kill him in 2 hits. Would Poseidon's cast boon be good with our thing? It might be. Because it'll send enemies flying backward. We can maybe get some of that rupture thing going on. Nope, don't you dare. I was feeling very safe in my corner until you came over. There's a little bit of snap on the aim on the bow. You might notice that it sometimes moves to the side without my cursor moving at all. And I know it means well, but what it's actually doing is causing me to shoot at tiny enemies I don't care about instead of the big enemy that I do care about.
Good tidings, nephew. I've learned that you have managed to get all the way to Asphodel. Fine work. Now you just keep on going.
Alright, well, we did make it to Elysium. It feels a little bit, you know, disingenuous. Actually, Tidal Dash is probably great for us. So if we dash and we dash to a place where there are enemies, the enemies will be put elsewhere.
Phew, felt that.
Plus, it looks cool. I would still prefer a dash boon like the Ares one, where it leaves something behind, so when you dash away from things that are coming after you, they take damage, but that was not on offer. I should probably be taking that elite pot more seriously. Be a very annoying enemy in the long term. Hey, look at that. My dash does enough damage to kill the skulls in one hit.
Claiming these.
Well, I'd be lying if I said I was excited about this one. Yeah, pomegranates of power are not bad, but we really don't have great boons right now.
Oh, God.
Death is inescapable.
So it would seem.
Got their attention. Shot.
Thank you, Zagreus. Our dash is actually really good in this situation. Yeah, we made a lot of money in this room.
Why, thank you.
Useless.
And took no damage. I'm very happy with the way that went. I think in general, though, higher level attack boon is going to be more meaningful, even though the dash really did shine right there in that particular moment. Yeah, I'll take Yarn. I know we have a ton of money to throw around, but we just really don't... I don't value, temporary attack buff as much as maybe I should. Well, we had there an answer to the question I asked a couple episodes ago about whether or not more than one money pot can appear in a room, because we had two right next to each other there. I'll say this, it's an effective strategy. You know, just stand back and shoot the enemies with a ranged weapon. It does lack a certain panache, though, huh?
Heads up.
Even Zagreus is bored. He's trying to amuse himself with quips, but he's not any good at them, unfortunately.
The power of the gods.
Sure.
Take what's mine.
What is enough money?
Get to work.
Right? How much would that even be? Now remember, we can use our dash knockback to shove enemies into stuff too. I haven't been doing a lot of it, but it might be worth trying to do more of it, because we are definitely killing groups of enemies a little bit slowly.
Damnable fools.
We have good single target damage, and we have good damage on groups of enemies who line up nicely for us, but yeah, I mean, obviously we shop.
Sounds like Charon's breathing up ahead.
Is that what that sound is?
I'll just have a look around.
Breathing, huh? Are we sure?
Pleasure doing business.
Why, hello, cuz. Odd that we're running into one another here. Among the wares of my professional associate, I mean. Must be some sort of clerical mistake.
All right.
So this is going to change the timing on our power shot, which is maybe a bad thing, because I'm already screwing it up all the time. Let's take Specialist faster. We're not using our Special a ton. Hey, you know what? I almost never just take move speed, but it's probably fine.
Ah, you found me, little nephew. Strewn among the inventories of that most disturbing river boatman. That means you win my blessing.
Ooh, slamming foes into barriers creates a watery blast in the area. You know what? That might be really good for us, actually. And then I guess we're just leaving the shop with 229 gold, because I brought too much money. It's a good problem to have. This is a little annoying, though, that the fact that the witches can just fly around the broken columns.
Don't keep me waiting.
I don't like the combination of things I can't do and the intelligence to use them.
Out.
How did I manage to hit the first one and then do the same thing twice more without dealing any damage at all? Okay, well that was nice of them. Yeah, there's too much damn cover in the middle of this room. Well, I mean, we can certainly take advantage of another shop. I'm kind of surprised that we managed to go through all of this gold already. What are you? Well, I mean, we can afford everything here. We may as well buy it.
Oh, good. We meet again.
Oh, okay. It's just a surprise. Weird. That's a weird one. Special deals more damage and inflicts weak. You know, that's not bad. I don't necessarily think that Broken Resolve is very good. Let's take Heartbreak Flourish.
Here's the fee.
Okay. Yeah, that'll do. I feel like we're in a pretty good position here.
Nice to meet you. Hey, you must be one of Meg's sisters. Nice to finally meet you. My name is Zagreus. Not murderer, definitely not.
Murderer. Murderer.
Look, I've done some things that maybe aren't great, but I am very, very sure I haven't murdered anyone.
You know, that relies on a technicality in the definition of murder. See, she agrees with me. Ow. I remember this. I remember her a little bit. Ow, Jesus. Okay, so this is gonna be more difficult. She's more difficult. Ow. Yeah, we're taking a lot of bad damage here. Okay, so that's like a triangle attack. She does follow you with the second strike. When she does the yep. When she does the thing that looks like a rocket launcher attack, she then follows it. So I gotta be careful for that. I'm trying to use my projectile to clear a space, but it's not really doing a very good job here. Ow. Well, we're certainly taking a lot more damage against her than we would against Meg. Alright, I'm learning. Slowly. I don't care for this. There's not really a lot of room for us to do the thing that we do in here. Right, I knew that. I knew that was coming. Alright, I started to pick that up by the end. I mean, we have fought her before. We fought her in the previous series, but memory's tough. Memory's a tricky thing. So we are going into Asphodel here with far more resources than we ever have before. Do I want to drink this? Hold on a second.
Maybe I should switch.
What do we want to do first? Do we want to equip the old spiked collar? Because if we do, then we drink afterward. I'm sure everything scales proportionally. It probably wouldn't actually change the amount of healing we get. Distant memory might be good for us. Like, I think instead of pushing this up to the level, here we have a real chance of getting somewhere. We have a lot of resources left, so I'd like to take a bonus that's going to help with that. Let's maybe try the distant memory. We're trying to stay pretty far from people.
Okay.
Oh, and I have, like, no money.
Closer to the surface.
Alright, we've already gotten this bonus with the bow too, right? So we'll have to make it to the end of Elysium if we actually want a new reward. I feel like it's a possibility. I think that could totally happen. We're doing well-ish so far. Where'd that guy go? Oh. Somehow he got over there. I don't know exactly how far away you have to be for the bonus from distant memory. And unfortunately, I don't think there's really any indication. There's no way for us to figure it out. Except to watch the damage numbers. But I mean, there's no way to like look at yourself and know I am or am not far enough away. Right, worth remembering we get a lot of damage out of bouncing people off walls, too.
Aphrodite's really something, don't you think so, cuz? Normally I'd stop for no one here, but when it comes to her, exceptions must be made.
Yeah, I don't want to hear about your... You just keep that to yourself, really. Foes drop, bloodstone stuck in them faster. When we finally get a buff to our cast that makes it worth loading our cast into our shot, this totally might be worth it. I think actually this is going to be pretty good for us. We just still need to find a cast boon. Ooh. You know I got strong feelings about a heart, but... Daedalus hammer is really something.
Stop him, wretches, now!
I think we're going to take the hammer here. You know, as far as defenses go, offense is a pretty good one. Cowardice. You don't want to just sit in the lava forever? I should be focusing on the injured ones. This is like an actual boss fight. That guy will just burn to death. I'm not worried about him. Wow, that didn't do any damage. I thought for sure I was going to bounce him off the wall there for big rewards. Well, we got minimum value.
It seems I need to look for better help.
Peace and quiet. The underworld's power.
Thank you for the extra 1 point of darkness there, Thirst. Yeah, I think we're going to take this. We need to be better at killing, obviously. Too much jumping around. Trying really hard to get them to slam into each other. It's not quite working out.
Lights out.
Also, I don't much care for the fact that it seems like when we dodge into a smoke cloud, it makes a little flash of red as it darkens the screen. It keeps making me think I got hit. We did get hit there several times, but I also thought I got hit a bunch when I didn't. Hold special for bonus damage, minimum range reduced, or your special deals +3 base damage for each consecutive hit to a foe. You know what? Maybe none of these are any good for the thing we're doing here. I guess, like, okay, this makes the special a slightly better attack when we're up close. Lets us shotgun people, but, like, it doesn't really blend very well with anything that we're doing. That was just kind of a bummer. So, like, with the hammers, I think there's 7-ish buffs for each weapon, and you get a random 3 of those. I think we just got kind of unlucky there.
Do.
Obviously, this does not play so well with our distant memory, but we can just trade out distant memory for something that doesn't conflict.
That's what you get.
Ah. I really, really hate the wave skeletons. I hate the way they always try to jump around so that they're more than a screen away from you. I hate the way the wave changes speeds as it travels, which makes it significantly more difficult to deflect on purpose, or honestly just to dodge. Although the dodging thing would be helped a lot if they weren't always trying to be over a screen away from you. Athena and Dionysus. I think we'll go for the Dionysus boon. I would actually really like his cast buff, if we can get it.
You two again.
There we go. 400 damage. That's the way we want to do that. Nope, that's a bad... That was a bad commit. So we can go for like one really big one right after he goes up, and then get the next one right after he drops. Okay. That is going to make things considerably easier. Boy, that's not working as well as I would like. Also, it sucks that he keeps dropping in such a way that most of the terrain near him is covered in lava. There we go, that's what you want.
Enough of them.
Oh, hey, you must have had a run-in with the lovely Aphrodite, am I right or am I right there, Zach? But I have just the thing to go with her.
No you do not. Bummer. Okay, well... I don't really like any of these. I think that Attack Inflicts Hangover is terrible with our attack speed. You know, the bow attacks just don't come out enough to stack this. I think we're going to take Strong Drink, even though I don't even think that it's good. I mean, it does make the fountains actually restore more health, which is meaningful, I suppose. Yeah.
Phew, that's good.
I don't like any of those. Alright, I'm going to go for it. And we're just gonna hope that we get a fountain. Right, we have fountains unlocked in this place, I think.
Lord Poseidon offered you his blessing, it would seem. He can be rather boastful and belligerent, exhibiting the most unattractive manners of your father and Lord Zeus alike.
They are all more similar than any of them would want to admit. Bonus damage striking foes from behind, more darkness and gemstones, or plus cast. I mean, this'll be pretty good eventually. And we'll just have to really rely on our special for a while. I think I can do that. I also think we should probably go after this. Still an awful lot of empty spaces in the keepsake thing. Oh yeah, our special and also, you know, just dashing. Maybe we can take it a little bit easy with the bombs. Well, I'm hopeful that now that we have a Dionysus buff, he'll show up for more, because I really, really do want his cast. Oh, I hate this. I guess a nice benefit of being reliant on the special is that it accidentally destroys a lot of incoming projectiles. Oh, that's bad. That's a bad time to dash in for an attack. Get a little bit of distance here. That could have gone a lot better. Please let me have health. Yes. Do we want anything else? I don't think so. Alright, this will be enough to keep us going for a little while longer. Yeah, I guess it's the pomegranate. I'm not wild about it, but... better than going to the shop with 114 gold. Oh, is it about to be boss fight time? That's a little awkward. I would like to have my attack for the boss fight.
Power of Olympus.
So probably a buff to our special damage makes a lot of sense, given the thing that's about to happen to us.
You come to fulfill my father's wishes.
Well, I mean, he sort of hasn't come anywhere. My impression is that he's stationary, right? We came to him. It's hard to blame him for this one. This is a tough way to fight the main Hydra head. It's not too bad for the others. The little ones don't do their actual physical attack all that much, although it is hard to tell when they're going to do it. You can see there's a little animation there, but unfortunately... Wow, I mean, my cursor was down here, right? I'm not 100% sure why all of the projectiles from that special went upward. So yeah, they sort of like rear back right before they're about to physically attack you, but they also just kind of float their heads around arbitrarily all the time in ways that look like they're rearing back. It'd be very tough to tell. Yep, that's what I figured. The second I wasn't in a good position to dodge that was going to happen. I was hoping we could just finish the phase there. Alright. Clearly it heard me talking about how much I hate the wave enemies, and so it generated 4 wave heads simultaneously. Yeah, this is a real bummer, man. I do not like this at all. Ah, that's bad. Dashed in front of them. Yeah, see, like right there, there wasn't but maybe 2 or 3 frames of warning on that one. Well, we made it, but we made it with 0 death defies, so not actually any better a position than we've been in previously.
No more heads. That's mine.
Ah, that is a lot of darkness, though.
No paradise awaits you, boy.
Well, I think we probably want to change keepsakes. Things have changed a little bit. So what do we want? Deal bonus damage at low health. Chance for health items. Chance for health items might not be terrible. Or maybe we just go, you know what? Let's just grab the old spiked collar. We are 2 rooms away from being able to use our attack normally again. I mean, we totally could still do this, but I'm pretty bummed out to have managed to get here with no extra lives left.
Nice and cool up here.
Alright. We're gonna give the Daedalus Hammer one more chance.
Stand aside.
They're too small to take damage from more than 1 or 2 of the arrows, unfortunately. I'm really surprised that his attack wasn't interrupted by us slamming him into the wall with our dash. Stop. There we go. I don't know, I feel like that could have been the end of the ring.
Dust.
Yeah, you gotta get like actually inside of them to get the level of damage that we're used to seeing from the Asphodel enemies. And the dash pushback is definitely working against us a little bit on that.
You should have listened.
Alright, attack fires 3 shots in a spread pattern, holds special, or special pierces foes and deals bonus damage to armor. Well, I mean, we already do a lot of damage to single big enemies with our special, given the other bonus we have. So this actually is kind of interesting. I guess we're going to take that. At some point, this became a very different build than the one we were using prior. I think I want to go money. Sometimes in the shop, there is a replenish for one of your death defies that costs 200 gold, and I would like to be able to purchase it. Wow, even Even at that range, we're not getting like any damage at all on these guys. I think their collision box is maybe a little bit smaller than their art would suggest. God, I can't wait till I can use my attack again. Just one more room. But of course, that means that this room can't be a short one. And this is our plan, is just to bounce the enemies off these structures over and over again, because the special's really not doing it. I mean, it's working. Whew, okay.
For Charon.
Thank God that buff is gone. Yeah, let's hope for a little bit of the old Death Defiance. I don't think you can get it in the real shops, but you can get it in the wells. So that being the case, we might not want to spend too much here. Like, maybe we just take the boon and we go. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that.
What I need.
Bonus damage against weak foes. Yes. I think I'm going to go this way. I'm not worried here about the more difficult fight. I just don't know that another Aphrodite boon is what we need. There's a small moment in there where we were vulnerable because I wasn't dashing. Just that moment in between the dashes, the little reset moment. And apparently they managed to make contact with me right then. I do not like these things, but I think we have a good gimmick for them at least. All right, I am definitely gonna have to focus on the butterflies a little bit more. You can see the auto aim feature doing what it does best, moving your arrows slightly off of the thing you're trying to kill. It is definitely more harmful than useful. I'm sure it's there for console players, or for people playing the game with a controller who have, for some reason, decided that they do not want to be able to aim in the game where aiming is a big part of the gameplay. And so they need auto aim to compensate. But it is definitely more harmful than useful if you are using a mouse. Quite the consecutives I need there.
Lord Ares.
Know that I admire your Lord Father very much, for his grim work lets me continue mine. I trust that one day you shall settle your dispute.
So we might just have to take this. I really wanted the Dionysus cast buff, like I keep saying, but I think we, at some point, just have to cash in.
I will keep fighting.
I think we're not going to take this. It's too likely that we die. Let's go get a whole lot of money and hope that we can make this happen. Trying to keep them in the path of the arrow trap here. It is possible that these guys have a little bit too much HP. Yeah, we don't do enough damage here. The fact that we got 2 Daedalus Hammers and didn't get a single meaningful attack buff out of any of the choices is a real bummer. And I think it has sort of killed us. Yeah, no amount of your fighting style being safe is going to keep you going forever. You do have to actually be able to kill the enemies, and our damage just got
back again.
Too outscaled.
says here that you got stuck like a piece of meat on a spit by an exalted longspear. Wow, I'll bet that really hurt. Too bad you don't have a thick, leathery hide or something that could help protect you in that type of situation. Oh well.
That's an extremely weird thing to say.
Oh well.
I really appreciate the frustration in his voice there.
What's new?
Death by elephant. You know, I think that is worse than beetle.
There's quite a lot of renovating to be done, isn't there, Father? Your house contractor there has shown a wide variety of pending jobs.
I've ordered Nyx to supervise that list. Entirely her problem, boy, and likely yours. How does it feel, knowing that your rampages create the need for so much maintenance?
Feels pretty good now that you mention it. Keeps everybody occupied now.
Yeah, I'm a job creator.
Go occupy yourself someplace else.
Alright, we're still pretty short on gemstones, unfortunately.
Oh, hello, Zagreus. You look a little down, and so I was just wondering, would you perchance fancy a song right now?
Really? Boy, these don't really sound all that uplifting. I guess Argonauts might be.
How about Argonauts? Didn't you sail with them?
Oh, fancy that one, do you? Alas, I've not the heart to sing it anymore. I'm glad you like it, though.
Feel like I got a little bit of a bait and switch there.
I'd ask you join me for a drink, lad, but I know you've a task ahead of you, and liquor dulls the senses. Fortunately so, under most circumstances except yours. Leave me to it, will you? And I'll have one for the both of us.
Some other time, Achilles. Just checking in on you, but I'll be on my way again shortly. What's in stock?
So I'm wondering, who have we not given nectar to in the house? I mean, there are a ton of open spaces in the keepsake cabinet. There must be a bunch of people, but we've done both of these two, right? We did Orpheus. We didn't do Hades. I'm relatively sure Hades doesn't give you a keepsake, but you know what? Maybe it's worth a try.
And after that, Dusa, you are to clean the rafters once again and prune the gardens thoroughly. By then it should be time to tend the kitchens and sweep the lounging area a second time.
Yes, right away.
Poor Dusa. Hey, Father, I thought maybe, here.
Where did you get this? You think you can butter me up with such trifles? Give me that, and then get out of here.
You're welcome, Father.
But he took it.
Quarters back in session.
It's not nothing. Alright, we did at least accrue quite a bit of darkness on that one.
Hello, Mira.
So let's buy ourselves, let's buy another cast, and then maybe, all of our shadow presence back. I like that quite a bit.
I can't.
Alright, that feels pretty good. I think we got the mirror in a decent spot here. I'm pretty sure you could only get up to 2 Death Defiance before. I might be misremembering, but
Nyx's power.
That's a pretty far off goal there, 1,000 extra darkness. Alright, so I basically didn't make use of the Hera thing at all. And I do feel bad about it, but look, the gauntlets are thirsting now. That's what we're going to go with next time.
Could use the fists.
We'll make a proper run of that aspect later.
Boyo, next time you make it to the big VIP area upstairs, you watch out for those weapon-wielding gents out there. The eyeball soul thing that pops out when you beat them, you gotta squash those too, or else they'll grab their gear and come right back.
Crush the souls of Elysium's exalted shades to stop them from regenerating over and over. I'll definitely do that next time I'm there.
Although, it feels a little condescending, given that let's not worry about it. What does Skelly know? Alright, well, I do believe that is where we are stopping for today. We are out of time. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, tomorrow, we're going to unlock another new weapon aspect, and then, maybe actually make some decent use of it. And we'll see you then.